Hello friends, here I'm again with another module, sales modules. While starting a sales module, we need to start with the customer. So let's have a first video of the sales module, which is how to add customers in our sales module. Customer is a really important. Without customers, you can't generate in the quotations in the sales modules. So we're gonna see how to add customer or how to create a customer in a sales modules in our Flectra database. So let's go on directly to our Flectra database. So here we are again with the Flectra database. So I'm going to select sales modules. So once I click on the sales modules, we have the dashboard open. So there is a two way that you can create a customer or a customer. First, you can just create a quotations. While generating a quotation, you can create a customers and add on that. Also, the main part was if you go on the orders menu and you have select the customers. While selecting the customers, you can create the customer. So let's see how we can see that. So while creating on that, we have the options called individual and the company. So first I'm going to talk about the individual. So I'm going to talk about the individual name, what it could be. It could be anyone, the company name, the customer could be the individual person. So I'm going to just select on that, which is Michelle Bob. I'm just write it down, the company address, if he has the address, individual person, if he likes to give it. So we just write it down. Street would be I'm gonna just select country name, which is USA. You can select any country, and you can, if you have another person, you can write it down your own. So I'm just select the United States. I'm just write it down the country, San Diego. It will be definitely a California. So I'm just write it down the address. So if I have any job position would not be over here because it's an individual. So we can select a phone number. So I'm just writing down for the demo. Don't want to reveal his number, as of course the mobile number you can write it down as well. So email address, I'm just writing down his email address. Okay, here it is. Oops. So gmail.com. If he has any website link or anything, though, he can link over here. So we have the tags, what it could be. It could be the vendors, it could be the employee, prospect, services, consultant services. You can have the tags you can choose on that. So if you have any another additional informations for the contact and addresses, you can write it down over here. Sales and purchase, if you want to just specify the salesperson to that individual customers, you can select from the sales teams. So I'm going to just select the Shmar. So we have the payment terms. If you whatever the payment terms you require for this customers, you can select on that. It could be the immediate payment, it could be 15 days, 21 days. We have all the options over. You can select each of that. So I'm just going to select the immediate payment. The payment terms would be the same, the immediate payment. Payment method would be the manual or the checks. So I will just prefer the checks. So is it a vendor or it's not? So you can select or uncheck on that. Okay, so yeah, that's how actually you can select on that. If you have physical informations or physical positions, you can also write it down or select on that. We have any reference companies or anything that you can select. For the mesh, you can select any options over here. For the invoices also, if you want to any bank details for the individual person, you can add it on that with the bank informations. All the account informations for this you can receive on that. Is there any internal notes? If you do have for the individual persons, like this person's won't, because his address will be his home address and he doesn't like to deliver things on the weekend, so you can have the warning message on anything that you can select on that. Let's say the warning message would be the no delivery on weekend. So it will be pop up whenever the system generated automatically in the weekend, no delivery will be there. So yeah, that's how you can create. If you do have any photo of this person, individual person, you can select over here. So I'm gonna save it. So once I'm gonna save it, the customers has been generated. So now let's see how it will react on that way. So if we have the sales, this customers, if we haven't generated any quotations, the sales would be of this customers would be here over here. Any purchases would be over here. The number of delivery time, on time or not time, you can select over here. The number of invoices that you generated for this customers, you can find it out over here. The number of amount. So yeah, and the vendor bill as of course as well. So that's how you create a customers. Let's go on back to the customer modules. As you can see, the Michelle Bob has been generated. So this is how the individual works. So let's see now how we create a company. So the company name is EgoSoft. So EgoBuzz is the company name. I'm just write it down, the company address 111A Katrina Lane, Savannah Way, city will be San Diego, it's CA 92012, country will be United States. So I'm gonna select again with the CA, California. Yeah. So yeah, just I write it at the company address, the phone numbers if I want to relate on that. If I have the mobile number, so I'm just write it down, the mobile number, the email of course, this info@egosoft.com. Yeah. So you have to tag any words. This person is the really good person, the prospect, the services, the vendors. I can select any of them. Also the tax ID, if the company is there, so we can select his tax ID and we can write it down over here. For the contact and address, if I want to like to add an additional address, if the company is somehow the 2-3 branches, some is the headquarters and one is the delivery or warehouses, you can add an address over here. As I'm just going to show you how it is. So yeah, that's how it works. So if I have the sales and purchases, just like we have shown earlier in the individuals, the salesperson, you can allot anyone, the payment term condition, because it's a company, we have a good deal with them. So we have the 30 days payment requirements as payment terms, payment method would be the manual or the checks. The check would be preferred for the company. Invoicing, the bank details would be there. You can have internal notes over here for any companies and any warning messages for the purchase order you can create on that. So that's how you can select the customers. So I'm going to save this customers EgoBuzz. So this is how you can create EgoBuzz customers. The same, you can have the number of the sales, whatever the sales, it will appear over here. The purchase over here, the data time rate of the delivery, it will be here. The number of invoices that you generated over here. So that's how you create a customers. Let's go back on the customer modules and you can select on this. See here where it is EgoBuzz, company will be over here and the email address as well. You can select schedule activities. So if you have some invoices or you want to talk that, you can schedule an activity for this customer. So you can directly, as we showed earlier, another way that you can create a customer. So I'm going to create the quotations. While generating the quotations, you can create a customer. So let's select the first that we already created, which is Michelle Bob. You can see it's already appear over here. But if you want to create a new customers, would be, so I'm just say create can't appear. So I'm just click on it over here. I can have a details. I can write it down. I can fill the informations of the person. That would be individual, but company. The same as that we can create from the customer module. So I'm going to save it. So that's how also you can create customers. So that's all for this video. Please wait for the next video. Till then, good night. Bye.